This is the number one lie in 95% of relationships. Let's really be honest. When they say the phraseology, I don't care. Yes, you do. You do care. Because at the end of the day, if you didn't care, you wouldn't be responding. You wouldn't be texting. You wouldn't be calling. If you didn't care, you would move differently. So what I want to share with women and men all across the board, stop acting like you don't care in a relationship. You get in an argument and the first thing you want to go to, I don't care. I'm about to leave. I don't care. Yes, you do. Because you don't care until it's time for you to show that you care. And when it's time for you to show that you care, it might be too late.
Let you know, man, you are really encouraging me, motivating me, inspiring me. God is really using you to help me out.
Family, you guys are so amazing. It's your boy, Mr. AOS Inspires and AOS the podcast. I had to pause real fast to let you know that this episode is sponsored by Urban Pulse Podcast. They post everything black. I mean, everything black, right? They post the drama, they post inspiration, they post motivation, everything black that you can get your talk on, if you will. Urban Pulse Podcast, they post about it. We're sponsored by Urban Pulse Podcast, the true essence of everything black. I love them guys to life. Family, you guys are so amazing. It's your boy, Mr. AOS Inspires. This is AOS the podcast. I'm excited about this episode. I think this episode is going to step on a few people's toes, and I'm cool with that, right? Like, it's all cool in the game. But I know you guys already saw the thumbnail. You see the title. So I'm going to just go ahead and jump right on into it because many of y'all been making me mad, right? And I'm gonna tell you this, guilty as well. Everybody that's watching this episode, you're lying if you say that you're not guilty. You're guilty because so many people, when you're in a relationship and the first thing you say is, I don't care. Yes, you do. And the reason I say that is because if you didn't care, fellas, come on, talk to me right quick, right? How many of y'all ladies, they get in an argument with you, right? Your lady get in an argument, and the first thing she do is she texts you everything. She texts you how mad she is. She texts you how wrong you are. She cares, right? Fellas, come here. How many of you get mad with your lady, and you tell her you don't care, but you still calling? Now, let's clear the air. I know a lot of fellas gonna try to be all gangster, try to be all hard, and I don't call when I don't call. Yeah, because you don't care about her. So when you say I really don't care, you really don't care. Ladies, take notes. When a man says that he doesn't care and his action reflects it, I messed that word up. But when his action reflects that, he doesn't care. Listen, ladies, take note. Fellas, when a woman says that she doesn't care and her actions reflect that, she really doesn't care. I'm just being honest. Now, ladies, you can have a situation where you have a guy that's really stubborn. Maybe he cares, but he's damaged, right? And he really doesn't understand how to in a healthy manner, express his words, express how he really feels, express everything to you, right? So he shuts down. Now, as I said before, I stand on this 10 toes down. If a person says that they don't care, but their action shows otherwise, they're calling, finding out what you want, find out, have you eaten, stuff like that. They really do care. So I'm breaking this episode to you today because I really want to break the saying, the cliche, I don't care. Stop saying what you really don't mean. Now, the reason I say that, I'm gonna move this out the way and I'm gonna just hit you full throttle before. I was gonna wait until the end of the video to say this, but I'm saying it now. When you say that you don't care, especially to a woman, men, we have a little bit more tolerance. We'll deal with a little bit more. But women, when you say consistently, fellas, hear me. When you say consistently that you don't care, you get in an argument, something happened in the relationship, and the first thing you say is, I don't care. I'm about to leave. I don't care. I'm done with you. I don't care. And you keep on saying this consistently. What will happen is, if you're the stability, she will stay there with you, right? However, you're numbing her to the degree that you're not going to be around. Meaning, as you keep on saying that, she will become accustomed to that. And her moves without you will begin to reflect he doesn't care. Right? So, like, for a prime example, I was having a conversation with somebody. I'm gonna give you a great example. I was having a conversation with somebody, and they were like, "Man, I'm gonna just leave her with all the kids, and I'm gonna leave her with all the bills, and I'm gonna leave her with this responsibility, that responsibility. I'm gonna just leave and check out. I'm gone." Right? This is what I tell couples, or this is what I tell people in general that's leaving a situation, and you're leaving. You're thinking that you're gonna make their load heavier, right? You think that when I leave, they can't survive without me. And to be honest with you, part one of that will be true. They can't survive without you in the beginning. But what happens over time, they become accustomed to the weight and they will begin to adjust. They will begin to get into survival mode, right? Now, survival mode looks different for a lot of people. Let's really be honest. Some women, survival mode may be, I'm going to work a job and work 2 or 3 jobs. I got this person on the side that can help me watch the kids. I'm going to do what I got to do to make ends meet. Or you have another woman that's survival mode is, I'm going to find another man to sponsor me, period. Whether it's I got to give him sex, whether I got to give him this, whatever I got to give him, I'm going to make it happen and I'm going to get these bills paid. So what I'm saying is there's a danger, fellas and women, there's a major danger when you say, I don't care, because a lot comes with I don't care. Like I said, over time, a person will become, man and woman will become numb to that. And then their actions will reflect that you don't care. Not them, that you don't care. Not that they don't care, it's that you don't care. Right? So when you keep on saying, I don't care, leave, I don't care, right? And like I said, I'm guilty. But the truth of the matter is sometimes it becomes difficult to just say, you know what, I do care, because the psychology of people, because they're always in everybody's head, there's a winner and there's a loser. And I don't want to be the loser. I want to be the winner. Right? But the damaging part about it is it's reverse psychology. There's no such thing as a winner or loser in a relationship when we argue. Let's really sink that into our heads right quick. Let that soak, let that thoughts. Nobody wins or nobody loses. We both lose. We both are losing. So what I want to suggest to you all, especially men, because I've noticed a lot of women will come to their senses and say, you know what, I was wrong. And they will come to apologize. There are some men that will come to apologize. But the statistics prove that more men are more stubborn than women. I've known some stubborn women that will go in bankruptcy before they say, hey, you know what? I'm wrong. I need your help, right? And there's some men that'll do the same thing. However, this is what I want to share with you. You have to be the bigger person and come to them, and you have to lay your ego aside. There should not be no ego when it comes down to relationships. Let's really be honest. There should be no ego, meaning, you know how when you're with your friends, you have ego, and I would not allow you to see me like this. And I'm about to do a short on that in a minute. Ladies, if you have a man that's more sensitive than you are, you need to embrace that, period. Because I saw this video and I had this question to ask. What happens when a man is more sensitive than a woman in a relationship? Y'all follow me this week. Go to my YouTube page and you'll see a short, or go to my Instagram page. You'll see a short about that. I'm gonna have a black shirt on with Gap. That's my next recording. But I'm explain that. But you need to embrace that. But I need you guys to leave ego off the table as it pertains to your relationship. Because I should feel comfortable enough to get naked, not physically, but emotionally naked in front of you. I should feel that comfortable with a man or a woman. I should feel comfortable to get naked in front of you emotionally and tell you how I really feel, and you not hit below the belt. And that's another piece too. That's another piece why a lot of relationships will say, I don't care, because y'all hit below the belt too much. That's a fact. You hit below the belt way too much in your arguments. And now the person is like, yo, I don't care. Leave. It's too much. The weight of what they're carrying has become too much because you don't fight fair. Fellas, you don't fight fair. Ladies, y'all definitely don't fight fair. Let's really be honest. We don't fight fair. And once you learn, I think that's the biggest part in a relationship. Once you learn how to fight fair, I believe the relationship would go a lot smoother. I believe that once you remove your ego out the way, I truly believe once you remove ego and you remove your feelings and you remove how I feel, your emotions, I believe that once you remove all that out the way, your relationship will be a lot better. Your relationship will move a lot smoother. I promise you that. And the reason a lot of y'all relationships don't move smooth is because you hit below the belt all the time. You say disrespectful things and then expect. Now, I'm going to tell you this. This is a certain type of personality type person, because everybody's not strong enough to be like, you know what? I forgive you. Let's move on as if nothing ever happened. Some people hold grudges. And I'm going to tell you, that's another thing too, for another episode. A lot of people in relationships can't get their relationship to the next level because you're still holding a grudge of what he did last summer, or you're still holding a grudge of what she did last week, right? She cheated. He cheated, you know, and you won't let that. I'm going to be honest with you. You won't let it go. So if you won't let it go, why did you accept them back? That's part of letting go. Right? When you accept them back, that's part of forgiving a person, of letting it go. I'm not saying you forget it, right? I'm not saying that you forget what they did, and if the same scenario happens again, you just fall back into the same trap. No, remember, right? Remember the pain, but you have to detach the pain from how you're treating them, because when you attach the pain to how they treated you, you begin to treat them poorly. Every single time. Why? Because that pain is attached to it. That's a fact. So what I want to share with every single body, right? Stop saying that you don't care. If you've been saying that, stop it today. I know it's hard. I get it. Because that's a easy way to get out of, I don't care. And you leave. That's the easy way to get out of an argument. That's the easy way to say, you know what? I'm done with this conversation. I get it. That's an easy way. I don't care. Do what you got to do. And ultimately, you leave and you go to your room, play your little game. Fellas, you go to your living room, play your game, or you leave and do whatever you do. And the whole time it's running in your head like, dang, maybe she will leave. Dang, if she leave, maybe she'll find another guy. Because you care. Stop acting like you don't care. Ladies, you are the same way. But ladies, I've noticed ladies are a little different. Ladies will say they don't care, but then soon the guy leaves, she's calling or she's concerned. Unless you're just that type of bullheaded woman that you're like, I really don't care, but you really do care, but you don't show that you care because you don't want to show a sign of weakness. I believe in a relationship, you should show signs of weakness. This is great for my married couples, my single couples, my in-between couples, my engaged couples. Everybody that's in a relationship, stop saying that you don't care. And I'm going to tell you this too. Stop saying it to yourself that you don't care, because you really do care. Because maybe you don't say it to your person, but you say it, I don't care. I mean, listen, I don't care. They do what they got to do. You do care, right? You do care. And I need you to show that you care. Don't just say that you don't care, but I need you to say that you care and show that you care. It will take it a long way. I'm done. This is my final point. In a relationship, when you begin to keep saying, I'm going to reiterate this. I told you I would say this to the end, but I said it in the beginning, but I'm saying it now too. When you begin to keep saying that you don't care, it's going to play in your person's head. They don't care. 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 So when a situation comes, I tell people this all the time. Cheating, I believe it's a choice. Cheating, I believe it's a choice, right? You can be in a crazy argument with your person, your wife, your husband, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your fiance, however you guys are sketched, right? You can be in a crazy argument and you see this person, your exact type, body type, just like you like it, beautiful, just like you like it, handsome, just like chisel, just like you. I mean, everything that you like, this person has, and they're pressing you, right? Could be for sex, could be just for conversation, right? Emotions will say, hey, let me give them some energy because my person, but it's a choice that you make. I tell people all the time, availability meets desirability. That's how cheating happens. When you desire to do it and the availability meets and it happens. But this is what I like to tell people. You have to make a choice. Don't just, because it was an argument. That's an excuse for me. That's a piss poor excuse. Because we were arguing and we weren't on good terms and you just pushed me to. No, they didn't push you. You made a decision. You made a choice, a premeditated choice to do what you decide. Listen, Nobody made you get into bed or go in the car and do whatever you did. No, that was a choice. They didn't put a gun to your head and say, listen, if you don't give me this sex, it's going to be you out. No. I've never heard in history, other than somebody being raped, of course. I'm not talking about that type of scenario. I'm talking about you cheating on your person. It is a choice. I don't care if they say, I don't care all the time, and you become numb. I get it. I get it. But ultimately, yes, them saying I don't care will push you or lead you to a place of choosing to cheat. I agree. But at the end of the day, it's still a choice. You choose. Now I'm going to tell you this. Somebody asked me, they was like, yo, how do you remain faithful? How do you, because, I'm going to tell you this, when you hold a statue of power, right? I'm a preacher, right? So when I preach, that's a statue of power. I'm a podcaster. That's a statue of power. Because when people see thousands and millions, did I get millions of views? I do have millions of views on my YouTube page. I've got videos that went viral, 500,000, 800,000, 700,000, 300,000, 30,000, 40,000, all the above, right? I've had videos hit like that. And this is what I notice. When those type of things happen, women are attracted to, and men are too, are attracted to that, right? They are very well attracted to that. And when they are attracted to that, watch this. It opens up a door for them to get access to you and make you feel comfortable. And then you may want to mess around with them. But like I said, it's a choice. It always falls down. Don't use an excuse. Don't say they pushed me to it. And like I said, I understand. I don't care. It will lead you to making a choice. But ultimately, at the end of the day, it is your choice whether you do it or not. So stop giving me the bullcrap excuse. Oh, it's because, no, it's a choice. You chose to do this. You chose to make this decision. Here's your consequence. Cheating is a choice. But fellas and ladies, to try to prevent that, do what you need to do to show that you care. Don't just say that you care. Show that you care. Because ultimately, baby, real talk. What's going on, family? I want to say thank you for rocking with us during this episode. We have been so excited to drop this episode. I'm glad that you made it to the end. This is what I want you to do. If you have any takeaways from this episode, leave it in the comments. We want to hear your thoughts. We want to hear how you feel. I want to bring content to you that's relevant to you, that'll help you change your life, because you already know our mission here at AOS Inspires, AOS the podcast, is to empower the world to never give up, one conversation at a time, one interview at a time, one video at a time, to help you live life at the next level. This is what I need you to do. I need you to like, subscribe, share this episode. If it spoke to your life, share this episode with somebody. Why? Because you are connected to some people that we're not connected with. And with that connection together, we can empower the world to never give up. I'm Mr. AOS Inspires. This is AOS the podcast. I can't wait to see you next week. Just in case you didn't know, we drop every single week, 3 times a week. Mondays, 8 a.m., Wednesdays, 8 a.m., and Fridays, 8 a.m. You need to catch an episode. Matter of fact, catch all 3 episodes. It's going to be fire. I promise you it's going to help you during your everyday life. It's going to help you get to the next level. Let's go.